Today I'm going to share with you 12 tips to help improve your running experience. Let's get to it. Tip number 1, keeping a training diary. Keeping a training diary is a valuable tool for any runner's arsenal. It can identify patterns in your running. It can identify patterns in injury. It can also allow you to set goals and to ultimately celebrate progress. A good training diary should include the session you've undertaken, what times you've achieved in that session, if you had any recovery periods, what the weather was like, how you felt in that session. Did you have any niggles? Anything that you might wish to add to that session? Were there particular reps that you didn't quite achieve the time, and why? The more information that you can log in your training diary, when you look back, it can help you identify patterns. And by identifying patterns, you can set new goals to help you progress in your running. And ultimately, a good training diary can also help you celebrate that progress. I've kept a training diary since I was the age of 12 and it has been an invaluable tool for me. So hopefully it will be for you. Tip number 2, consistency. Now I've already done a whole video on consistency, which I'll link at the end of this video. Regular running not only helps endurance and improve cardiovascular health and muscle memory, but it also can help with resilience, mental strength and self-discipline. Tip number 3, incorporate strides in your running. Strides are short bursts of fast running, typically 20 to 30 seconds in length and 70 to 90% effort. The benefits of strides are they improve running form, increase speed and help with muscle activation. When I was training on the track, we used to do strides at the end of every warm-up session just to get the legs ticking over a little bit quicker before the main session. Now if we were doing a distance session where there was a lot of slow running, then we would do strides at the end of the session just to get those legs activated, just to remind them how to run quickly again. Now when you're completing your strides, you should think about your running form and staying relaxed. Don't let your shoulders hunch. Keep the arms swinging nice and smoothly. Get in a high knee lift, and that will help to improve your running efficiency. Tip number 4, explore your location. Discovering new trails or routes can help make your running more enjoyable and keep you engaged. Use apps to find local trails, join community groups or plan weekend adventures. It was during training for the Ultra that I found lots of new trails with my training partner. Tip number 5, mindset, and in particular meditation. Meditation can enhance focus, reduce anxiety and improve overall mental health. And incorporating mindfulness or meditation before an event can really help to reduce your anxiety levels, particularly if it's an important event. I used to use meditation the night before an important race, when the nerves may be jangling a little bit and I'd need to calm them and soothe them so that I wasn't wasting any energy. Tip number 6, incorporating strength work into your training. Just by incorporating 1, 2 or even 3 strength and conditioning sessions in your week can make a hell of a difference with your running. And it doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as doing some press-ups, some ab work, some planks, some sit-ups, some air squats, some calf raises, just to keep your strength up in your muscles, which will help to improve not only your running form and efficiency, but make you faster. My coach also used to get us doing foot exercises. Stronger feet can help eliminate lower leg injuries. So he used to get us to pick up marbles with our toes and place them from one side to the other, or pencils was another one he used to do. Also rolling out the underside of our feet using a plastic bottle filled with frozen water. Tip number 7, include a variety of different types of running sessions. Sessions like fartlek, which is the Swedish word for speed play, a mix of fast and slow running, great for building speed and endurance. Intervals, short bursts of high intensity running followed by rest, useful for improving speed. Progress runs, gradually increasing the pace throughout the run to build stamina. Speed work, focused sessions to improve pace, like 400 repeats or 200 repeats. Out and back runs encourages faster pacing on the return leg. And then recovery runs, these zone 2 type runs, where it's low intensity runs that help promote recovery while maintaining fitness. This allows the body to recover while still engaging in activity. Tip number 8, incorporating a post-running routine. Now, we talk all the time about warm-ups and our pre-running routine, but very little about our post-running routine, and yet it's such an important routine to get established. A post-run routine helps with recovery and prepares the body for the next workout, flushing out all those waste products. A good post-run routine should include the components such as stretching major muscle groups, foam rolling, hydrating and refueling with nutritious food. Tip number 9, rest days. Rest days are essential for muscle recovery, preventing overtraining and injury. Now, it's important to plan your rest days strategically. You may have a particularly intense session every week, so the following day might be your rest day. Or you may have a particularly busy time at work on a Thursday, so therefore a Thursday will be your rest day. Plan your rest days so that they fit in with your life as well. Now, I've used a number of different ways of using my rest day. I've planned it around my life, but there have been certain training blocks when I haven't had the rest day planned, and I've taken it when necessary. Particularly in a building phase, I would just put the rest day when I needed it. So it's really important to listen to your body as well. Because what I found, particularly in a building phase, was on the rest day that I might have had planned, I might feel particularly good and would want to run. But then on a different day, I might be tired, fatigued, and therefore not want to run, but yet I've got a difficult session planned. Planning your rest days strategically is important, depending on the training block that you're in. These floating rest days are particularly good for those athletes who really know their own bodies and can tell whether they really need that rest day or whether their head's saying, I just don't want to train. Tip number 10, develop a hydration protocol. If you lose as little as 2% of your body weight due to dehydration, it can substantially affect your performance. Now, when I was younger, I attended a conference on nutrition and hydration. And before the conference, we were required to fill out this booklet on what we ate, what we drank, everything that we consumed in the week. And one of the things they found for me was I didn't drink enough water. So drinking water before, sometimes during, and certainly after activity is so important. And developing that habit will help to improve your performance and overall well-being. You should also consider using electrolyte drinks, particularly on longer runs and hotter days. Tip number 11, incorporating sprint drills into your routine. Now, these can be done during your warm-up or on particular speed sessions. Examples can include high knees, butt kicks and skipping. These can improve running form and efficiency. Incorporating these drills into warm-ups or dedicated speed sessions is a real must. And tip number 12 is jeffing, which is a run-walk method developed by the endurance runner Jeff Galloway. So how it works is alternating between running and walking. So for example, you may do 30 seconds running, 30 seconds walking. And this is good for new runners. And in fact, it's something I did when I came back after being in hospital for such a long time, doing a run-walk. In fact, my old coach used to take new runners on and he used to call it run a lamppost, walk a lamppost, which is the same principle. I also found this method particularly useful when I was training for an ultra marathon. The benefits of this is it reduces fatigue, particularly for new runners or runners returning from injury. I hope you found some of those tips useful, and remember, enjoy the process. Focus on the journey rather than just the destination. Celebrate small victories and enjoy the camaraderie of running with others. Remember, running is a personal journey, and finding what works best for you is key to enjoying and succeeding your running endeavours. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you in the next one.